We're launching a new weekly series with the Marshall Project, a nonprofit online journalism outlet focused on issues concerning the criminal legal system. Tonight, in our first installment, we're looking at the culture of violence that exists in jails and prisons, with a particular focus on the death of Jaquaree Simmons at the Harris County Jail in Houston, Texas. In February 2021, during a severe winter storm and power outage, Jaquaree was stripped naked and brutally beaten by jail staff. The 23-year-old died the next day from blunt force trauma to the head and a brain bleed. After an internal investigation, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez fired 11 officers. 6 others were suspended without pay. The county medical examiner ruled his death a homicide. With me tonight by phone is Jaquaree's mother, Larhonda Biggles, and Keri Blakinger, staff writer with the Marshall Project, who wrote about Jaquaree's case. Keri herself is also formerly incarcerated. Welcome, and thanks to you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Larhonda, first, my sincerest condolences to you and your family for your loss. What can you tell us about who your son was? What are your favorite memories of him?
Jaquaree was a lovable, young man. He had his issues as any child would, but for the most part, he was very loving. He cared a lot about family, his nieces and nephews, and his brothers and sisters especially. He loved me unconditionally. He stayed up under me a lot. My favorite memories of him is he loved to dance. My whole family danced. They danced all the time. And Jaquaree was a big dancer. He loved to dance. And other memories of him is him trying to always keep us positive and happy, telling us that one day he was going to get rich and make us rich. And my birthday was the day Jaquaree was picked up. The best memory was the night before. He called me and told me to come so he could take me out to eat for my birthday. But I was, handling some business on the other side of town, so I wouldn't have made it in time, with the COVID thing going on. So he was like, that's okay, we'll go tomorrow. But that's the morning they picked him up, my birthday morning, which was February 10th.
Wow. Well, Larhonda, the officers who caused your son's death have been fired. Is that enough? And what does accountability look like to you?
Definitely not enough. And accountability to me looks like them being arrested. I want them to pay for what they done to my son, not just be fired. That's not enough for me. You can fire anybody. I want them to pay for what they done. They need to be held accountable for killing him, just like I will be held accountable for killing anyone. I don't feel like they're no different from us, and that they should be held accountable for whatever they do, just like we be held accountable for what we do.
Keri, let me bring you in. For those not familiar with this case, can you briefly tell us what happened to Jaquaree at the Harris County Jail facility?
Yeah, I think you've said sort of a lot of the basics of what we know. Where this ended was obviously with a use of force that, sounds like a lot like a beating. And it was in the course of a cell extraction, which is, when they take someone out of their cell. And that's a time when a lot of things go wrong. And afterwards, they didn't take him for medical care. They didn't take him for x-rays, rather. And that was in part because of the lack of power due to the, blackout in Texas. This was in the middle of the winter storm that had a blackout. And then once power was restored, they still didn't do that. And, he ended up dying the next day, as you said.
And as far as power being out, I'm pretty sure Harris County Jail has backup generators. They're not going to let that jailhouse go black. You understand what I'm saying? So I doubt very seriously that they were affected. And the hospital also has backup generators. So I'm not understanding why my son wasn't taken to get those x-rays. It sounds like a whole bunch of excuses.
Very good point.
Yeah, this was what the jail had mentioned in the beginning. They said that one of the issues that for why they presented a reason that they couldn't have done the x-rays at that point was due to the lack of power. I mean, the other thing that has always stood out to me about this is the fact that out of the more than 1,000 cameras in the Harris County Jail, this happened
Yes,
out of the range of all of them.
right.
Of course. Of course. Well, Keri, Sheriff Ed Gonzalez instituted some reforms, but the issues run deeper, right? It's entrenched in the culture of violence among those working in our criminal legal system, like jail staff. Where do we begin to address these issues?
I think that these sort of issues of culture and how to broadly improve the way that correction staff think about the people in their care and whether they regard them as, people. I think that's such a tough question, in part because there's been so little study of it. It's a very sort of subjective and like squishy topic, and I think that a lot of researchers, understand that it's difficult to quantify. You can sort of measure, you can gauge a jail's culture by things like, assaults, staff arrests, deaths, suicides, but none of those actually quite gets at it. In my experience, I felt like one of the sort of best measures of culture is to ask the people in custody. The prisoners know which are the good jails and which are the bad jails and which ones have a very troubled or violent culture. But I think that just the basic problem of sort of quantifying and understanding the scope of the problem at any given facility is a huge barrier to addressing culture, because the sort of specific needs beyond that can vary a lot by the size of the facility and the local laws and what state regulations there are, and just the willingness of people at the top to institute change.
Larhonda, you made it clear that the officers who killed your son, you want them to face criminal charges. Have you spoken to anybody about that? Have you talked to Harris County DA Kim Ogg?
I haven't spoke with anyone, not one person from Harris County. The day of the press conference, Ed Gonzalez did reach out, but I had several news um, interviews going on, so I didn't get the message till probably a couple of days later. I reached back out and left a message for him. Never got a phone call return. I call almost every other day. Never get a phone call returned back to me. I haven't heard anything from anybody in regards of my son's death other than forensic. That she was the last one I spoke with, and she was very kind, and she offered, some therapy for me and everything. But I'm seeking therapy on my own.
I'm glad you're doing that, Larhonda. Keri, a follow-up to that question: why is Harris County DA Kim Ogg not prosecuting these officers? I mean, this would seem sort of fairly early, but I mean, this did happen in February. You would think that she would have at least reached out to the family. I mean, she prosecutes lots of cases, including low-level offenses. So why do you think she isn't prosecuting these officers here?
So the last that I was in communication with her office about this, they said that they were still looking into it and sounded like this was like they had not decided that they were going to sort of do nothing. I very much got the impression that they are looking to charge some people criminally. I don't know exactly why this case hasn't been charged yet. I mean, I do think that between the freeze and COVID and Harvey before that, there's been a huge backlog in time to prosecute and resolve cases in Harris County generally. So that there would be some delay isn't shocking here, but this is probably more delay than I would have anticipated if you'd asked me in May.
Well, here's my thing. I'm a mother of 7, 4 girls and 3 boys. Jaquaree was my baby boy, and the the how can I say it? Dealing with losing him has really torn me apart. You understand what I'm saying? My family, all of us, but with me, a lot more. I'm not the same anymore. My children are scared of the police now. If we're in a store together, my daughters will walk out if it's the officer in there. And I asked them why they do that, and she told me that she's afraid of them. She don't want to stand by them. She don't want to be by them. She don't want them coming near her. You understand what I'm saying? And like I explained to her, our officers didn't do it. We can't have that kind of attitude, but I do understand how she feels. You understand what I'm saying?
I
We're
understand.
broken because they took something from us, and it's like nobody cares because we're not hearing from anybody about the loss of our loved one, you know, and that's painful.
LaRhonda,
Like,
LaRhonda, my last question to you, because we're running out of time, but your son was treated like an animal, dehumanized.
right,
What would you want your son's legacy to be?
right. Wait, can you repeat that?
What would you want your son's legacy, his life, to be about?
My son had big dreams. You know, he never got to fulfill any of them. He didn't have any children. He never had his own car, never had his own apartment, house, or anything. I would want his legacy to be remembered as uh, I don't. mm, I just want him to be
Take your
remembered.
time.
I just want his name to be remembered as the young man who went to serve his time and he didn't get a chance to do that. You know,
Yes, I totally understand. LaRhonda, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I know it's got to be incredibly difficult to talk about this, but I thank you for your time. Keri Blakinger, thank you so much, a writer with the Marshall Project.